Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are coming with a classic.
A classic. This was like a heavily requested video as well.
We weren't going to do this, were we?
We had no plans to do this video. I didn't realise it was like as...
something someone would want to watch.
People wanted to know. So here we are.
You guys asked for it. You asked for a New York Q&A, so that's what we're doing. By the way, finally, we got the ring back. It was a month, wasn't it? It took like
one whole month to get restructured.
So yeah, so today's going to be a New York Q&A.
Just New York. So for anyone asked other questions, because there was a few other questions out there.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, it's just New York. I put a question box on my Instagram.
We also put one on YouTube as well.
Yeah,
on the community post.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
If you've got more questions that aren't New York, then just let us know and we can do another mukbang. Like we love a mukbang, you guys know that. So we can do one for like general questions, but yeah, like Tom said, this is a specific New York Q&A.
And my God, like normally we get a lot of questions.
Have we got a lot?
But I feel like there was a lot of questions on my Instagram.
Nice. Wow.
There's quite a lot of questions there, isn't there, for a mukbang?
There is.
Yeah.
It's a lovely day as well. Look at the sun.
Beautiful day.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's not just,
anyways,
the sun just makes everyone better.
It really,
it makes everyone more happy.
I agree.
Just.
Anyways, we've come to McDonald's this morning for a McDonald's breakfast. I honestly can't remember the last time we had. I actually think the last time we had a McDonald's breakfast together, then you're going to say you've had one, was when we did a mukbang last time.
Yeah, probably was. Oh, absolutely, breakfast wise. Yeah.
Right,
the king of all breakfasts.
You've got your standard.
Standard, yeah. I mean, again, we say standard. I'm a cheesy bacon flatbread kind of guy. And I actually do want to do the pancakes one time. Yeah. Really do want to do the pancakes, but sausage and egg McMuffin.
That's what I usually go for. But then I saw when we were pulling up, it's like a breakfast McMuffin. So it's like sausage, bacon, eggs. I got that. So I'll let you know what that's like. We both got a fresh orange, and then Tom got this to try. It's their new latte.
New iced latte.
Do you want to do a taste test?
Taste test of the new.
What do we think?
Add syrups.
You can't, yeah, I don't know.
I asked for syrup, but apparently
you should have asked for some sugar, because it might be a little bit.
Oh no, Jesus! Feels like it's got syrup in it. Wow, already feels caramelly.
That's really
nice. Doesn't it? To say there's no, well, apparently no syrups.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
It's got something in that.
That's really nice, isn't it? Do you like that?
Yeah, it is. It's lovely, that.
Anyways, let's get cracking. Should we start with Insta or should I go for YouTube? Because there wasn't as many on YouTube.
Yeah. Right. Start off with YouTube.
Okay, let's have a look.
Very greasy today. Mcdonalds. Look at that.
Right, we've got 9 questions on YouTube. Okay, let's just start off with.
I never asked for bacon.
Oh, is that mine?
Oh, it's your breakfast.
No, Mighty McMuffin, that's mine. You've got a Mighty McMuffin.
I've got Mighty McMuffin though.
We've both got Mighty McMuffin. Or have we? Or have they just put Mighty McMuffin back? No, we've both got Mighty McMuffin.
Oh!
Let's pick the bacon out.
Yeah, I will. Mackie D's.
At least you're not missing something. Do you want to put the bacon in there?
Yeah.
At least you're not missing something there. Like.
I mean, I know I'm picking the bacon out. It makes it look like I don't like bacon. I do. I just.
You don't want bacon?
I don't want bacon today. Not feeling it. I don't feel bacon on my sausage and McMuffin meals.
Well, I've never tried it, so. Anyway, right. Starting off with, would you go back again?
1,000,000%. That no-brainer, easiest question on the board.
Yeah.
Yes, we will go back again.
We will go back again, 100%. And a lot of people asked as well, did you go for long enough? Like, would you have preferred to go for longer? I personally feel like we did go for long enough because you just get so tired. We said this on the vlogs, but it's so tiring, like walking around and everything. So I think we did go for a perfect amount of time.
We went for the perfect amount of time, yeah. Couldn't have said that better. But we will go back. I mean, it's one of them, like, I don't think I'd be like, right, I need to go back next year. No. Like Florida. Like, when we go to Florida, I could come home, book it again for the next year. Yeah, that's how, like, obsessed we are with that. However, with New York, I'd like to leave it.
Brown sauce. But I'm fine, because I do like brown sauce, but we did have to ketchup.
McDonald's, you've let us down today. What is going on?
It's fine, because I've got ketchup anyway, but yeah, they've got our order wrong. Never mind. Sorry, carry on.
But it'd be like 5 years down the line, maybe. Do you know what I mean? 5.
Sorry, I am listening. I'm just thinking, actually, I really like brown sauce. I'm quite glad that it's stuck because I actually really love brown sauce.
Meadow is all the better. Well done.
Yeah, I think I would 100% go back. It was absolutely incredible. But I totally agree with Tom. It's not somewhere I'd be like, right, we need to go back next year or a few years it'll be. But it was incredible. And as for the time thing, I think we went for the perfect amount of time. We didn't get everything done, but I think that kind of makes it like, right, well, we need to go back in the future to do the other stuff as well.
We nowhere near got everything done. Like, there were so many things to do in New York that you couldn't have done it. You could be there 3-4 weeks and you won't get everything done. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be something else when we go again.
Which actually leads on to a really nice question is, someone said, I don't know if it was on yours or on here, what's one thing you wish you could have done but didn't get around to doing?
Right. I have the perfect answer for this.
I know what I want to say.
Go on.
Should we say it together?
Well, I don't know what it's called.
I don't, but just describe it. I know we're going to say the same thing. 3, 2, 1, soaring. Yeah.
Right, so I had a message on Instagram before we went saying you need to go to this so-and-so museum. I can't remember what it's called. This so-and-so museum, it's just like the soaring. I think it's called the New York Museum or something like that. We looked at tickets and we could not get tickets. We tried so hard, but we could only get tickets for our last day at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, we had to leave at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we couldn't have done it. But apparently it's like a museum, and then at the end there's like a ride, like soaring. If you're a Disney goer, you know what we're talking about. And it's like flies over New York and things.
We watched some videos on it,
Watched some YouTube videos. It looked amazing. It was like, right, when we get there, we'll go into it. We'll just go. You couldn't. You had to buy tickets. It was literally exactly
the same as soaring.
Yeah.
But you saw New York, and soaring's one of our favourite rides, so we were like, we have to go to that. But like Tom said, we couldn't get tickets. We thought, we might be able to get them like just on the day there, but we couldn't. So that's 100%.
We were gutted when we couldn't do that.
Yeah, really gutted. What else? You wanted to do the... Do you not very
nice? It's called... What?
The way you looked at your muffin there was like disappointment.
Oh, no.
Mine's beautiful.
No, yeah, really nice. Really nice.
The Sky Garden, was it called?
Google Garden, they called it.
Okay.
When we were on the bus tour, we went past like up the Hudson River. There's like a Google Garden. It just looked somewhere real nice to chill and relax. Also, them swings near Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, Brooklyn Bridge. We didn't even go.
We didn't even go across Brooklyn Bridge.
So. That swing on Brooklyn Bridge, I saw that all over TikTok, and that was one thing that I was like, oh my god, we need to just go. But we didn't have time to go along Brooklyn Bridge. No. Obviously, where the proposal was, we were looking like looked at Brooklyn Bridge and stuff, which was perfect. But we didn't get a chance to go on it. We didn't get a chance to go on the swings, and that is.
We just didn't have time. Like, we ran out of time. Everything we did just seemed to take a lot longer than we thought it was going to take. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So.
And you guys, like a lot of you actually even said you crammed so much in, and we genuinely did.
We did.
It's not like we were just dawdling. Like we just genuinely.
We didn't even have time just to walk around and just see the place, because it felt like we were here, there, doing something all the time, which I'm grateful for. Like I wouldn't change it for the world, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
The other thing you said you'd like to done is a high-rise building at night.
Yes, good job there, Els. Reminded me on that one. The high-rise.
The edge at night would have been
incredible. Edge was amazing, like so good throughout the day. And I think I would have had to have done it through the day rather than at night. However, now I've done it during the day. I would have loved to have done it at night and seen the skyline and all that. Wow, because the bus tour was so good. The high-rise building at night would have been next level, I think. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of anything else. I would have liked to have gone. There was a bit where we said we'd have liked to have just gone and had a little walk around there a little bit more, but I can't remember. But I would say the main things that we wish we'd have done is the Google Gardens, the soaring ride, which we don't know what it's called, Brooklyn Bridge, and a high-rise. I
mean, Wall Street. We didn't even go down Wall Street.
I know.
So much. I mean, there'll have been a million more things that we don't even know about. That we wish we'd have done if we knew them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which, on the flip of that then, so what was your favourite day? Don't include the proposal. I'll go first, and I think this is going to shock you. My favourite day was day 2, when we went to the Statue of Liberty, and I know that's going to shock everybody because of I said I didn't enjoy the tour, but I just loved that Statue of Liberty. Like, I loved going there.
Yeah.
What else did we do that day?
I think we went to Broadway.
We went to see Chicago.
That was
that day?
I think so.
Or was that the Sunday?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. It's just one thing that's really stuck in my mind.
Remember.
The Statue of Liberty.
I see my favourite day was probably the pedicab day.
Oh yeah.
Central Park.
Oh, actually.
I think. I mean, it was probably our least busy day. But,
that's probably why.
Yeah, but was that not the day we did the night bus tour? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favourite day. I'm 100% sure that was my favourite day.
In fact, I think that was my favourite day.
The pedicab tour was so good. Yeah. But like, you knew what you were going to expect. With everything else that we did, we knew what we were expecting. I knew what to expect when we were going to Statue of Liberty. You know, no one's going.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't know what to expect with the pedicab tour, so it was just so good. And then everything else that fell on to that day, as in Trump Towers, the Home Alone Hotel. Obviously, we did the night bus tour, which we didn't plan on doing, which was just probably my favourite thing that we did. I'm taking mine back.
I'm saying that as well.
Yeah.
That was
our favourite day.
So I don't even know what day that was.
I don't. I've lost track of what days everything was.
I don't know.
It was a Sunday.
Yeah, so that was day 3. So we did go to Chicago on day 2 then, we must have done. So yeah, that was our favourite day. Okay, next up. Someone's put, where is the best place to stay in New York? I don't really think we can answer that because we've only ever been once. But our hotel I would really, really recommend. Unless
you're talking area.
Potentially.
So obviously we've only stayed in the one hotel. We can't comment on other hotels. Area, I would stay in Midtown.
Is that where we were?
We were in Midtown. You've got Uptown, which is like the top where Central Park is. You've got Downtown, which is where like Statue of Liberty and everything is. They're a fair distance from each other. Like they're not. From Uptown to Downtown, it's a long walk. Like I don't even know how long you'll be, but you'll be a few hours walking, I would imagine.
Yeah.
We didn't walk it at all. So Midtown, you're right in Times Square, Broadway,
where
Empire
our
State
hotel
Building.
was the perfect location.
Yeah, we were literally 5 minutes from Times Square. But it took
I always used to go, you could throw a stone onto Times Square, but you're like, no.
No, it was a little bit, yeah, it was a little bit, it maybe wasn't 5 minutes, it was maybe, you know, 15, but it was a nice walk.
It wasn't far. You didn't feel like it was that at all.
So I would definitely try and find a hotel in Midtown.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Hotels, like in general, obviously we can't recommend, but we can recommend ours. Ours, I thought was really good.
Our hotel was amazing. That's actually a question on my Instagram.
Oh, is it? What was your hotel like?
Would you recommend the hotel?
I would definitely recommend the hotel. 100%.
We'll cover that question now then. 1,000,000%. The hotel location was perfect.
The hotel was nice inside. The room, the size of the room was nice.
Everything was beautiful. The breakfast was okay. Like unless you want to cook breakfast, you couldn't got that. But
yeah, you couldn't. It was like continental.
It was okay.
Which was perfect for us.
Through the summer, through the summer, they have a rooftop bar, which wasn't open when we were there, but I imagine that would have been very nice when it was open.
Yeah, it was a really nice hotel. So yeah, what is the food like compared to English food? I feel like American food is just American food. Like everything's just 3 times bigger. Like you saw from that when we went to Joe's Pizza, the slice of the pizza just goes to show how big. American food is just incredible. I won't lie, on the food topic.
Yeah, go on.
I was a little bit disappointed with the food, and I know that's maybe not a popular opinion, and that's maybe because I don't know, we did go to the iconic places, so I thought, for food. I was disappointed. Like when we go to Florida, the food is just incredible, isn't it? Like amazing. So I think I was expecting that, but I actually didn't really reckon much to the food. The food we got, obviously we'd have said on the vlog, some of it was really nice, but I didn't think like, wow.
No, like we spoke to a lot of people when we got home, we were like, the food, what do you think of the food? And everyone says the same thing. It's not amazing food unless you're going to find these nice restaurants, then they might be, but
we just didn't have time for.
You've obviously seen the restaurants that we went to. The food was just, best way I can describe it, like a quick service dining plan,
but not as
maybe not as quality. Like Ellen's Diner, it was just burger and chips. Now you're there more for the atmosphere. I know, I get it, I'm not complaining whatsoever, but
no, it was nice. It just wasn't like what I thought.
Top tier food, it's just more like fast food,
but then,
you know, on the go food.
But then so is Florida. Florida's fast food on the go, but it's incredible. I just don't think the quality of the food was up there with what I thought. It was nice enough, I'm not complaining, like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be with the food.
Yeah, good answer.
We had a lot of questions about cost. I don't know if we want to go into like exact cost, but we could give like rough
cost. Okay.
So someone's put how much did it cost for the whole trip? You don't have to say that because obviously it was a gift. So
I'll be honest, I wouldn't even know what that whole trip cost me.
Could you roughly guess, or do you not want to?
Roughly work it out in my head now.
While Tom's working it out, then we took £1,000 spending money, and we spent the full thing. Like literally, I thought we'd have loads of money spare, and you thought we'd have loads of money spare. And bearing in mind, all of the attractions were paid for before we went, so it is expensive. That is not
including. Are we talking about things like the hotel the night before, the airport parking and things like that? No. Are we not taking?
No, just New York.
See, that's how it makes it difficult because it was all like one big thing.
Alright, just do it all then. Tell you what, we'll tell you a rough price and tell you what was included within that.
Yeah, the rough price was maybe £4,000 without spending money.
But that was with all the attractions.
That was all the attractions that we did. Barring the night bus tour, but that kit fell into...
Including a helicopter ride, which is very expensive.
Yep, the helicopter ride was expensive. Maybe a little bit more than that then. No, it was more than that. Oh. Maybe, you know, probably £4,000, let's say, as a rough idea. Included in that was hotel at Manchester Airport the night before, airport parking, the lounge,
flights.
Obviously your flights, the hotel, no, they came under spending money. All the attractions that you saw us do in the night bus tour, Broadway show, and then
that's a lot. You got a lot included in that, to be honest.
Then we took £1,000 spending money. Yeah. But that also included food,
Ubers.
We Ubered. If you haven't seen, we Ubered from the airport, so that we class that as your transfers.
What was it?
Yeah, food is expensive in New York.
Food is expensive. Like I'm sure for like breakfast it was like $70.
It was but then it's $70 plus your 20% tip.
Yeah.
So you've got to think of whatever your meal costs, you're adding 20% for a tip.
But what I will say is, you could do it cheaper because you could just go and get them $1 pizza slices for lunch.
Of course, you can always do things cheaper.
Yeah. There was McDonald's everywhere. Like you could do it cheaper.
You could. I mean, as far as we maybe did too many attractions, you don't have to do as many attractions. Yeah. But so there's always the ways of saving money.
Yeah, 100%.
But then on the flip side of that, you could have done it a hell of a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's where you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. How was the transfer from the airport to your hotel? I don't think you watched the first vlog because...
Do you want to go for that?
Hang on, there's more to the question. Did you get an Uber and how much did it cost going in December and can't wait?
Right.
First of all, how exciting because you're going to have the best, literally the best time
Not jealous at all.
We did get an Uber, yes. So I'm just on the app now. I'm going to tell you how much it was. $90, and that was from the airport to
And that was hotel. Uber?
And we like Uber because you can just get from A to B. Like it's like, sometimes when you get transfers, it takes a little bit longer because you've got to drop all other people
If you're flying into JFK, what I will say though, if you're flying into JFK, as soon as you come out of the sort of, you know...
Airport?
Yeah, but it's not the airport, you're still in the airport. As soon as you come through... declare, like if you've got anything to declare, you come through into like the open bit. There is literally over here, right in front of you, is like just a big organised queue for taxis, and a woman stands there with a clipboard, and literally it's so well organised, and you can join the queue. The queue is massive, and then literally you turn left, and there's a place for Ubers, and all the Ubers are just there.
So because Tommy's parents were actually going to New York later on this year, and they were like, is it easy to find your Ubers and stuff there? And we were like, literally you walk out of the airport, and there's a massive sign that says Uber collection. Like you cannot
miss it. Yeah, it's really well organised. Is the airport at JFK really well organised?
It really is. And I would also recommend, what's that card we have?
Monza.
We're not going to go into the Monza card because we went into it so much when we did our Florida Q&A. So I will link our Florida Q&A up here. I never know which side it is, just in case you want to, because we talked about that a lot. And for those of you that watched that, I don't want to bore you, but
Monzo's fantastic.
In essence, a Monzo card is just a card where you can transfer money from your debit card onto your Monzo card like it's just a normal card, and then you have it on your Apple Pay, and when you're in another country it'll just you
get the best exchange rate.
Yeah, and you don't pay
straight away.
Yeah, it's you don't pay for them to change it from English to American or whatever. Like it's really good. It takes
a lot of stress out of sort of dollars.
Yeah, and it's good for Ubers because obviously like if you paid for an Uber on just your normal card, you'd have to pay
a transaction
rate,
fee,
whereas with Monzo you don't. And then it's good as well because at the end of the holiday, if you do have money left, it's still in English, so you're not having to transfer things back. But like I said,
back in your bank.
I'll link that up there for you, just in case you want to go on and see that. But yeah, the Uber is great. We love Ubers. Our specific ride wasn't the best.
No.
We had a bit of a maniac driver.
He was a lunatic and he turned up in a battered car.
Literally like he'd been in loads of crashes.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, driving in New York is a different gravy. It's, you know, they're all a bit mental.
Yeah.
But it was just bang, pulling in, beeping on horn, and we're sat in back like...
I honestly thought I was on a road, like when I thought I was on a roller coaster. When we got to the hotel, my belly was like doing circles. But that's nothing on Uber. Uber is great, and I would definitely recommend getting an Uber.
Yes.
Obviously, we can't comment on any other ways because we've not done it. But
coming back, we had a lovely Uber ride. He had sweets for us and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
It was brilliant.
American candy.
Candy.
Okay. What? Could you make a video on prices? Yeah, we've talked about that. How to get to places, and can you include your hotel and prices if this is okay? We don't know the prices individually, but we've obviously already covered like the overall price.
Yeah, I mean the hotel and flights on Virgin, booked through Virgin, was £2,800 for just the hotel and flights.
Oh wow, so the rest cost a lot.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well there you go. And then how did you get from A to B? To be fair, we did a lot of walking. But we did get an Uber. Did we get it once or twice?
We got an Uber once because down to Statue of Liberty because we had to be there so early in the morning.
And that was a long walk.
We had to literally be there at 9 o'clock. Well, you wouldn't have walked. I don't know how long the walk. I'd love to see on a map how long it was, but like in an Uber we were 25 minutes,
and
30 minutes.
$30.
Yeah.
To get to there for anyone who wants to know. But
yeah. But for transport. On our first day, we got the bus tour, so like we were using that a little bit as like a bit of form of transport to get to and from Midtown to downtown, and so we kind of used that a little bit. But other than that, we just walked.
Yeah.
And got an Uber one day. So yeah.
Okay. Was the food good? We've already talked about that. We've talked about that one.
We enjoyed the food.
Something you wouldn't recommend doing?
Something I wouldn't recommend.
Ooh.
See, my mum and dad asked me this as well, didn't they? They asked us what's our least favourite thing we did.
Well, I can tell you what my least favourite thing was. It was the day bus tour. It just wasn't what I expected it to be.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
The London bus tour we absolutely love. We love like touristy things like that. But I don't know if I wouldn't recommend it though, because like, do you need to do it? But
yes. I
didn't think it was great. I'm going to be totally honest. The night bus tour, different story, but the day bus tour, I didn't really.
The day bus tour, we just expected more from it. It was just one square that went all the way down.
To put into principle, like the night bus tour, we had a live commentary, is that what it's called? Yeah. The facts she gave us, the places we saw on that night bus tour, like forget the views, forget the lights, all of that, like they took us on some like everywhere.
Yep.
And like
we even went across the bridge into Brooklyn.
Yeah, like she told us so many facts and like
it was amazing.
So interesting. Whereas the day bus tour, I didn't really feel like I found out that much. We found out about a library and how many books were in on that. Like it just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's not that I wouldn't recommend everything we did. I would highly recommend. So there's nothing I wouldn't recommend. However, if you're asking sort of like what was our least favourite thing, that was probably our least favourite thing, just because it wasn't as good as what we wanted it to be.
And if you are going thinking I'm not going to do the night on the day bus, definitely do the night over the day.
Over the day, yeah. But then again, I feel like you need to do the day bus tour to get your bearings and see New York. Like it takes you like we wouldn't have gone up the Hudson River if we didn't go on that bus. So, you know, it's hard. There's nothing I wouldn't recommend.
No, that was just our least favourite. Yeah. Right, let's move on to yours. I mean, a lot of the questions are probably going to be
very similar,
we've
probably.
Answered them.
So I've literally there's a lot of sort of similar questions. Best food places.
I think we should do that one.
Best bagel.
We didn't have a bagel, and that makes me really sad.
It makes me really sad. But like she was saying, on the bus tour, the live commentator, she obviously was like lived in New York, and we went on, and she was like, right, we're going past the best bagel shop in New York. I promise you now, I've tried loads of bagels. This is the best bagel. And it was just like a little tiny shop.
I'm so
sorry. I couldn't tell you what it's called. Couldn't tell you where it was. But it was there, and so it's stuff like that you find out. But we didn't actually try a bagel.
No, which really makes me sad.
I mean, we did have
bagels. We had bagels for breakfast at the hotel.
We had bagels, so we had bagels for breakfast at a hotel, but we didn't go out for a bagel.
No, but when I think of a New York bagel, I think of like a sandwich bagel, like filled with cream cheese, and like we didn't have that. No. But best food, there's two things for me that spring to mind. The breakfast tacos.
The breakfast tacos. Wow.
They were amazing. And they were from Applebee's.
Applebee's, yeah.
And then the other thing that I really, really enjoyed was the Joe's Pizza. Yeah. Like, it's so, like...
It was, it was so iconic, but so...
tasty.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was a perfect pizza.
Like, if I think of New York and think of the food, it's Joe's Pizza. That's the first thing I think of. And that was incredible. Yeah,
they are the two things that I would probably recommend the most. They were my favourite things that we ate anyway.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I like a burger. I like my chicken sandwich that day.
Oh, your chicken sandwich you got, was that from Applebee's?
No, it's from that cheesecake place. Junior's. Yeah. The cheesecake was very nice. The Joe's Pizza was just incredible. Yeah. Really get yourself to there. Was Times Square what you thought it would be? Be honest. Times Square was everything I thought it was gonna be and more. In fact, no. So that's it's probably not what I thought it was going to be. It was miles bigger than I thought it was going to be. Miles busier than I thought it was going to be. Miles more to do than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't actually know what I was expecting. Somewhere on the lines of like Leicester Square in London.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought it was going to, and it was just crazy.
I'd say for me, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but for the good. Like Tom said, didn't expect it to be as big and like, whoa, like when you look around, like the lights are just mental. And also, like, this sounds so silly, but like the steps.
Yeah.
The steps, I think we showed you, are like in the middle. It's really warm. So warm. The steps are like in the middle of, literally just in the middle of Times Square.
It's just like temporary.
Yeah, you can like pick them up. Well, obviously not pick them up, but you can move them. They're not always there. And I expected you had to walk down the steps to get to Times Square. Like, it just wasn't what I envisioned, but it was incredible. It was better than what I envisioned.
So many more street performers than I thought there was going to be. So many more just... not street performers, but just entertainers, I would say.
Yeah, it was really busy and lively.
Around, it was so, so lively.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Best way to travel around the city? Walk. Simple as that. Just walk and see it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
What is your absolute must-do list? Right, we'll just do our top 5 really quick.
Top 5 really quick.
Not in order, let's just do...
Oh, not in order.
One each, right.
Okay.
Night bus tour.
The Edge.
Pedicab tour.
Ellen's Diner.
Helicopter ride.
That was 6.
Well, that was 5, wasn't it?
Ellen's Diner, Edge.
Helicopter ride, pedicab tour. 5.
That was 5.
However many that was, they're the ones.
There's 5.
They're the ones we'd really recommend.
That would probably be my top 5 things that we did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Best food you ate, got to be Joe's Pizza, yeah, 100%.
100% Joe's Pizza.
What is your next USA bucket list?
Oh, what a question that is.
Oh, the battery's flashing. Right guys, the camera battery's flashing, so we're going to do 3 more questions really quick. So just on the topic of what's the next place, we would love to do an American tour, like
an American road trip.
We'd really like to do that.
And see Route 66, you know. Yeah, we'd like to do that.
Really like to do that. Yeah. What was your favourite TV movie spot? That place where we stopped off and there was the big water fountain.
Was it? Yeah, mine was the Home Alone hotel. Yeah. That was just...
They were both incredible.
Yeah, that was next level. To actually see that was mad. How long did you know you wanted to take Elle to New York, and how long did you know you were going to propose? Wow. Last year, knew I was going to propose. Just didn't know I was going to be in New York, so that came sort of Christmas time. that I knew it was going to be New York. But as for the proposal, I knew I was going to do that sort of summer last year.
Wow, that's it?
Maybe. I knew that was in my plan this year.
So I'm doing mukbangs and it's like when you're going to propose and Tommy's like,
Well, yeah, but yeah, you just don't think of things like that.
Of course not.
But yeah.
I'm really sorry, there is a few more questions, but I do feel like we've been talking for a long time, so we'll maybe answer a few more in like a vlog or something. We've got them print screened, but we are going to end the video here because the camera battery is flashing. But we hope you've answered most of your questions, so if you have enjoyed them, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos.
And we shall see you in, I was
involved in it then. Get subscribed.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. We shall see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.